Hello guys, today I will just unbox some of the secrets. If you're an Asha and you are having some problems in your hatchery process, sometimes you might have gone through the first stage, the second stage, which is the first stage is your selection of broodstocks, your spawning process. The second stage is your incubating process, and the third stage is your management process. So the management process I will just be talking about today. One of the danger of the managed process is the feed you are giving to your fishes, most especially if we are starting newly, for those people that are newbies. So we have what we were introduced to as the Artemia den, which is very very small. So we called them in millimeter of 0.1, that means 0.1 ml. And based on that, we still have some of all these feed graded from 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 for starter feed. And based on the requirement, the richness, the nutrient of the feed, every producer gives their inscriptions on usage and direction on usage. Some will say the 0.1 should be used for 3 days. Some will say the 0.1 should be used for 5 days. Some will say the 0.1 should be used for a week, depending now. But the little thing I want to unbox for you presently is that, number one, to get the 0.1 now is a little bit scarce. You can either get it from, maybe you are using some products that still produce 0.1, but most of the products are not readily available in the market for now. So what we do is that we maneuver in order to do the blending so that we can get the 0.1 accomplished, so that we can get the perfect result. Why will you do this to get it accomplished? What you can use in doing this is because when, depending on the egg size of your fishes during the incubating period, sometimes the egg size are very small. If you notice that the eggs are small, so what they produces, the fryers they produces are very very small. So when the fryers are small and you are giving them 0.2 mm, I bet you this kind of fryers will not pick it. And if this kind of fryers do not pick it, it's only some of them that will pick it. But by the time you notice that they are dropping, you may be thinking it's your water. No, it's suffocation. Because number one, some of them are not picking it. Maybe majority of them are not picking the feed. Two, it causes debris, feces, debris go to the water. This reduces the ammonia of the water, and once the ammonia is reduced, that means your DO, the oxygen level of the water will be reduced, and some oxygen and stress will come in. So you start having problems. So, but I have a very good secret of how you can do this. Number one, depending on the type of feed, brand of feed you are using. I had somebody commented on my YouTube and tells me that there's a particular popular brand of feed he uses at 0.2. He notices that when he wants to introduce, at the time he introduces the 0.2, his fryers begin to die. So let me tell you what you can do if you are facing such a problem. What you can do if you are facing such a problem is, number one, depending on the brand of feed you are using. I have a particular feed I'm using here presently that takes care of that. And I've tested the particular brand of feed in a way that I've tested it means that I've used it consistently on my fryers, and I notice my fryers will never drop. So this tells you, number one, that this feed is palatable enough for your fryers not to ignore. They will always pick it, and this will never cause any congestions or develop any debris into your water. So what am I talking about today? Today I'm unboxing a branded feed that we know as the Brauma. Brauma, B-I-O, Baumann, M-A-R. So Baumann is a kind of a brand of feed that I will be introducing to you today as a starter. If you are starting hatchery, or you are beginning to hatchery and you are having problems from maybe a week, that the problem is not from water, it's not from your management, it may be from your feed. And the majority of your management what constitutes the majority of your management is the feed. So by the time you look at this feed, this is the 0.2 from Bauma. This is 0.2. But what I did as an experienced usher is that I turned the 0.2 to 0.1. As you can see, by the time you smell it, in short, I will advise you, and the price is really very, very cheap. And this 0.2 comes from, I think it's 63% crude protein. That means the digestible protein of it is 63%. This has a pure fish smell, a pure fish flavor. This smells very, very well. It's pure fish. This feed, in short, turns your fryers into a superhero. You will never experience death. You will never experience pollution. You will never experience a bloated tummy at that stage if you are using this product. I told you this is 0.2. They have six grade. They have the 0.2. They have the 0.3, 3 to 5. Yeah, they have. I think they have 5 to 1. They have 3, 2. They have 3. They have 8. They have 1 point. I think this is the 8 mm of Baumann. This is the 0.8 of Baumann. I'll be introducing to my feed. I bet, in short, I don't know how you can smell it from this video. I don't know how you can smell it from this video. This is absolutely very, very 100% palatable. This is a very good product I'll be introducing to you. Please, and I want you to, if you need any of this feed as a test, what I mean by a test, you need to buy some quantity. There's a quantity you need to buy, because this, what I'm giving you, it comes from the distributor directly. So get this quantity and start using it. You will never complain. If you're an anasha, maybe you're having a problem with your feed, or you are using some of this popular feed available in the market and they are killing your fishes. I bet you by the time you use this product, you will never have problems with it. And again, we have this is a 2 mm. Yeah, this is their 2 mm. You can see rich, very, very rich. The 2 mm is very, very rich too as well. By the time you smell the odor, you will never want to go and buy any other 2 mm from anywhere else. Look at the other. This is another product of 2 mm. You can, by the time you put them side by side, what do you notice? You will notice the richness, the thickness, yeah, the freshness from this feed. Yeah, and again, this is the 3 mm. This is the 3 mm. So I'm taking out the 3 mm. Look at the 3 mm from them, and look at other brands of 3 mm here. This is other brand of 3 mm here. You can see you can differentiate between them. By the time you see this and you see this, you can automatically notice the richness, the blendness, and the richness in the feed. And in here we have the 0.3, the 0.5. This is the 0.5. So what really happened is that your application has to be based on 0.2. The more you use your 0.2, you go to 0.5. So by the time you go to 0.5, you automatically go to 0.8. When you go to 0.8, you go to 1.1, and your 1.1 you go over to 2 mm. For 2 mm you go over to 3 mm. And I bet you by the time you use these 6 brands presently in the market for your fishes, you will also testify. So let me just take this feed to the pond to feed some of the fishes, and you can see the response. So I'll be using this fish. This fish you are seeing here, presently this fish you are seeing here are just 5 weeks fishes, and they are post-sprinkling size. You can imagine post-sprinkling size, and they are feeding on this wonderful feed. Look at them. Look at them. Look at their response. Look at the response. So this is the 0.2. Look at the response. Look at the response. And again, let me try to give them the so let me give them the 0.8. This is the 0.8. This is the 0.8. You can look at them. Look at them. And the only thing you will notice about this thing is about the floatability. Look at it. Look at it. The floatability is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And this is the 2 mm. This is the 2 mm. This is their size of 2 mm. And the 2 mm is very small, so that all fishes at that category can pick. And this is post fingerless. And I'll be giving it to them, and they'll be feeding on it. Number 1, look at the floatability. The 2 mm floatability is 100%. It has 100% floatability, and this is the 3 mm. This is the 3 mm. The 3 mm, some of these fishes here will pick it. You can notice is that you will not see anything on the pond. These are just post fingerless. You will never see anything on the pond. So that is the 3 mm. So what I'm trying to unbox for you today is this particular feed. So make sure that if you need or you want to buy, you are Nasha, you want to buy, it comes in 5 kg. It comes in 5 kg, some comes in 25 kilo. I think the starter from 0.2 comes with 5 kilo. The 5 comes in 25 kg to 3 mm comes in 25 kg bags. The 0.2 comes in 5 kg, the 0.5 comes in 5 kg, so the rest of them comes in 25 kilos. So if you need any of this package, make sure that you contact the number you see in here on the screen, and I will give you a very good price. A very good price. This feed is not as cheap. This feed is not as expensive as you think. But if you look at the benefit to your fishes, if you look at the nutrient level to your fishes, if you look at the floatability, if you look at the palatability, if you look at the way this thing grows your fishes, you will never regret getting it. So make sure that you contact the number on the screen.